Scrappy friends, and a big welcome to my YouTube channel today. It's Melinda Sweetman here, and I have a share for the Traci Reed Designs team. Now this one does go back a little while. It was a Ways to Work It Wednesday, and it was using one of Traci's sketches in anything but a 12 by 12. As you can see, I'm working on a traveler's notebook spread here, and I chose the sketch number 12. Now, I picked this one because when Traci released this sketch, I was like, I know exactly what I can use this sketch for, but I ran out of time with all the other things that I had going on. So I tucked it away in my memory bank to do one day, and when I saw this particular thing on this particular challenge on the schedule, I was like, hey, I'm going to use that sketch and do these photos. So I did flip through the photos and show you what I'm scrapbooking, and they are photos from a little over a year ago now. If you've been following me for a little while, you will know that I have braces. I'm 42 years old, and I got braces a year ago in a week's time or something like that. But before I got my braces, I had to have 8 teeth removed, and I went, they knocked me out and removed 8 teeth, and these are the photos from straight after that. So I had them removed on the Wednesday, so that is the first photo. That is me still in hospital. Straight as soon as I was able to work my phone, I took a selfie, and then all the way through to the following Tuesday. I went back to work on the Monday, and there is a flip on the Monday, so there's 2 photos there, one with makeup, one without. But yeah, I thought this was an interesting way. I always knew I wanted to document this whole journey. It occurred to me while I was waiting to go in for surgery what a obviously it's a big thing, but really what a really big thing it was. I was chatting to my husband while we waited, and I was like, this smile has, this is a smile that I had when we started dating and when we got engaged, and this is the smile I had when we got married and when I met my baby for the first time. And, it occurred to me just what a big change this could potentially be. So I made sure that I documented this, because even if in the long run I decide it's not that big a deal, then it's my choice to go back and not document it because I still have all the photos and stuff. I hope that makes sense. But, it has been, like I said, almost 12 months since I got my braces, and the changes have been incredible already. And I still have surgery to come in, I don't know, the next 6 or 12 months or so, I guess. So I decided that I definitely do want to document this journey. So I thought I would start here with this sketch because, like I said, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with this sketch. I'm using the My Story Matters collection. I thought it was perfect again. And when I cut those boxes, the days, I just opened the cut file up in Silhouette Studio. It's available on Traci's blog. I'll make sure I link it. And then I dropped the patterns into those boxes and I printed the boxes and then cut them on my Cameo just to save time and effort. And then I've used one of the darker patterns to back all of the words. And I did use my T-square ruler to line everything up straight and evenly, because it is a very straight and neat composition here. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of words today. And so I've run with that. I am inking all of my edges. I think it's in grey ink. I did do this a little while ago, so I can't remember. But yes, I am inking all my edges. And you can see I've added my title, which is "And So It Begins." There are a few fun little stories that I want to specifically tell as well about this first week. My kids are so funny. I made the joke about having chipmunk cheeks and it's stuck, and my first day back at work, my youngest said something to me along the lines of, enjoy your first chipmunk day back at work or something. So there's a few little other stories that I do want to document. It was pretty funny. So yeah, I am still a little bit surprised at just how much bruising I had and how long it lasted. So you can see there's not a great deal of embellishment on the sketch, and I keep it pretty plain as well, but like I said, I did add that flip on the Monday. You can see that is me in my car. I think when I pulled up at work, I was like, I didn't take a photo this morning. And then I took one as well after I got home, just so that there was a more accurate representation of what my bruising looked like, because the makeup did an exceptionally good job of covering all that bruising up. So yeah, I wanted to add a little bit of something there, and I wanted to make it a little bit more obvious that it did flip up. And I do actually alter my page protector so that the top photo is on the outside of the page protector in the album. I'm adding, you can see I've added a couple of little labels in a couple of different places. Kept the embellishing fairly simple, like I said, but I did have fun with this one. And surprise, I actually have another video to come. I finished creating this and was like, you know what, I feel inspired, so I'm just going to keep going. So I did record that process. I still have that sitting on my computer waiting for me to edit as well. I'm going to add my 2 labels here, and I think I just add a little flower there. Sorry for my head. Alright, so I'm really happy with how it's looking. You can see I'm like, what do I do next? Where am I at? Well, there you go. I used, I think, black archival distress, what's it called? Black soot distress archival ink. Yes. Like I said, I'm going to use a few labels here to add a little bit of journaling. I did tape my 2 pages together so that I could line it up better. And then as I got to this point, I was like, I want this to go right to the edge, so I'm going to have to untape them. Chop that extra bit off. Adding a little bit of journaling. I've got my album here. Let me have a look and see what I've written. I'll share that with you, because I don't know how obvious it's going to be in the photos. So first, so on Wednesday it says straight after surgery while I wait. And then the bottom photo, so Saturday, I knew this day would be hard. Jacob's 50th game. So that one, that photo, that particular day, I was still in some pain. I was very, very tired and worn out. But my eldest son had his 50th footy game, so I had to go. I didn't have to go. I really wanted to go. I wanted to support him and do the typical mum thing and cheer the kid on and be his biggest supporter. So that was a bit tough, but I survived, and there was no additional bruising or soreness, thank goodness. The next journaling is on Monday, and it says on the outside, first day back at work. And then the journaling on the inside says, I was truly surprised at just how much the makeup covered. And then on Tuesday, one of the many shades of bruising. My journaling write-down says, after waiting so many months, that's 8 teeth gone, and my new smile journey officially begins. So I wanted to add a little bit of something extra, so I've used these little sketchy florals, and I've scattered those in 3 places, and just sticking those down using some foam to pop up in a couple of places so that it sits reasonably flat. And then I'm going to come back in. What am I doing? Oh, I'm adding the date. So I went through and I wrote in the date on all of the little rectangles, and then I'm going to come in with some. So I've got these brass butterflies from Stampin' Up, and I add 3 of those around my title. Butterfly change, you know, that whole thing. So I add 3 of those here, and then once I've done that, I have got some blue jelly bean soup sequins. So I'm going to add those to the center of all of my flowers, which I think look really cute. Just a little bit of something sparkly. Some white splatters, and I'm using that tiny little bit of backer from my 3D, from my foam tape to cover up my face. And I'm just adding the splatters where the flowers are, and I believe that is going to call the page done. Yeah, so this is another page in my Traveler's Notebook album, and I'm pretty sure that I'm going to end up with an album dedicated to just this particular phase of stories that I want to tell. If you are interested in seeing all of that, head over to my Instagram, m_Sweetman, and I have a, you know, the permanent stories, I can't remember what they're called. I have one of those with the progress all the way through so far. So that is my share for today. I'll make sure I link everything in the description box below. As always, thank you ever so much for stopping by and choosing to spend your scrappy time with me. If you have any questions, please make sure you drop them below. If you haven't already, I would love it if you would subscribe and like and do all those fun things. And again, thank you for stopping by. I'll see you in my next video.